Alright, what's up, guys? Or whoever happens to be around. So, I, uh, I had a good run recently, and I sold a bunch of rings. So, I'm down to having, like, no rings again, and I need to make some real fast tonight. So, let's see if the video will catch up with me here for a minute. So, I got a bunch of blanks cut earlier today. Let's see, pull all these out here. Um, you know, just random ones. I have the, excuse me, I have the scroll saw running, so I'm able to cut these pretty damn close to what their dimensions are going to be like once they get there. I have, let's see, one, two, three myrtlewood ones, three alder ones here. So I'm going to start from the very beginning, and I just got to pump out some more blanks, and then we'll get to shaping, and then we'll get to grinding, and that is basically the whole night, is just working on rings, making rings, rings. Uh, I said no talking, but you know what? I'm probably going to talk anyway, because what the fucking fun is it to work with you guys watching if I'm not talking about stuff? I have neglected some work on the duck recently. It is almost done though, so next time I will have a finished duck to show you guys. I'm sorry, I'm just pulling a hunk of wood out of my hole saw here. All these rings, these six that I have all cut out over here, uh, are large sized rings. I do two sizes, big and small. Uh, so I have six of the big ones. So I'm gonna go six of the small ones as well. Switch down a size on the hole saw. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I will come and hit up the chat here sooner or later. I'm trying to get a bunch of work done tonight, so probably not as often as I usually would. But for things that we are drinking tonight, I'm drinking whatever the hell this stuff is. It's apparently from Sisters, Oregon, which is not, I mean, super duper far from where I live. It's delicious. I have to say, I like lagers, so it's very good. You can't see the picture yet because there's a, oh, here it comes. Yeah, so Three Creeks, whatever, Mexican lager, fucking extremely tasty. Okay, so hole saw's all good. Find my drill here. I gotta get some surface to drill stuff on. One second. Got a couple pieces of plywood. Basically, the way this works, I, I I don't remember if I've taken you all the way through, like step by step, how this works. So I'm just gonna do exactly that and take you through step by step and show you how this works. So we had three alder and three myrtle wood. So that's exactly what I think we're gonna do for the ladies, or not ladies, small size rings, because everyone can have tiny hands. It is not based on gender. Hand size. I mean, I would figure that all kinds of people have all kinds of silly shaped hands. So honestly, right now this hole saw is being a pain in my freaking butt. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to go and grab a wrench to actually get this solid to fit in here. Usually I can just do it with my hands. It's not a big deal. But it's sitting all crooked and acting all funky. I don't like that at all. Of course, when I really need to actually buckle down and like do stuff, when I run out of backstock, that's when all my tools start fucking up. Although tools fucking up is something that, I'm not too worried about it right this moment, because I finally got my scroll saw working, which is really awesome. Uh, pretty sweet. You guys will get to see that too. I'm looking at where this is. I could probably move it back a little bit to get a better look at it. But yeah, so the way that this works is we just take a piece of material and there we go. There's one, or what will be one. Try and work this something out of here. Ha! Ha! Try and give it enough room so when I go through with the saw, I separate them and still give them enough space on either side. Don't need too much. Oh gosh. I realize I'm talking while a tool is running. I don't need too much space in between them just because the bandsaw has a very narrow, or the scroll saw has a very narrow curve. The thickness of the blade is very narrow, so it takes very little material away. I don't know why I just can't stop talking while I run this drill. Okay, I gotta get a nail or something to poke out this. Got a screw right here. Let's see if that'll do the job. This thing is wicked hot right now, so I'm gonna try not to burn my freaking hands off while I do this. Oh, there we go. It's wiggling out of there. I just believe that the person who made this particular very, very, very cheap set of circle saws here didn't really anticipate how bad the buildup would be. And that there's no channel, down the side of it to actually pop shit out of it, so you just gotta kind of poke at it until you get some out. Really, really well designed. I think the whole case of them was $6 or something. Oh boy. Okay. We're just gonna try and go for it anyway. See what happens. That should give me about enough. Let it cool down for a second, right? Try not to start a fire. Very, very smoky smelling. Although I don't know if whoever's, I don't know who the hell is listening right now. I haven't looked at the chat or anything, but I don't know if you guys remember we were talking about ways to harden wood, maybe the first or second time we were doing shit together, and one of the ways to harden wood is to heat it up. So I mean technically I guess right now I'm kind of hardening this wood because it's getting so damn hot when you try and drill through it. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to make it through with those chunks in there. Let me go find something to pick this out with real quick. Oh, and I'll probably come back and look at the chat for a second too, just to see who all is hanging out. Oh goodness gracious, here we go. Pain in my butt, these whole saws sometimes, You would think they wouldn't be that bad. Oh, I guess no one is no one in the chat then? I don't know what's going on. I gotta. Who is this mystery viewer who's watching all the time and never chatting? That's what I want to know. Who are you, mystery viewer? Oh, goodness. This thing is hot. It's expanded. I'm having a hard time getting it to come apart here. I'm switching over to a couple wrenches here. There we go. Let's see what we can do. Mystery viewer. Okay. Coming back, coming back. Just, thing is still exceedingly hot right now. I keep pulling these little pieces of wood out of this thing, and I like keep thinking to myself like, how the hell do I make beads out of these? Like they're too small for me to like grind by hand in any way. But I wonder to myself like, how do I make beads out of these? They'd look like they'd be pretty sick beads, frankly. Do do do. I know I'm taking a long time. This is like the other day, or the other time I was doing this. I remember, or I can't remember when it was honestly, but we were talking about. Oh my goodness, I lost my train of thought. Can you believe that? I certainly can, but I know myself pretty well in that regard. Oh well. I'm sure it'll come back up when I think about it again from doing this. I have this like, okay. let's get crazy, right? So, since there's only one person watching, this is intimate. So let's get a little intimate, huh? Okay. So, I think that the person watching is probably somehow associated with the government in some way. Uh, Probably trying to steal my ring making technology, um, which I understand. To be fair, I just like I misplaced my drill. That's why I got up. But at the same token, it seems silly that you would have to watch a YouTube video to figure this out. I don't know. It's not that hard. I honestly just like seriously set my freaking drill down and have no idea where I put it right now. I'm walking around my shop aimlessly, doing nothing. All right, here we go. All right, ready to roll. Bam. Last one. All right, scroll saw time. New scroll saw. The flying camera situation here. See what kind of shenanigans we can get up to here. 4 minutes. Oh wow. Oh yeah, scroll saw. Alright, I'm going to try not to cut any of my fingers off. I'll show you. So that's what the piece looks like right now, the piece of wood that I'm working with right now. I'm going to wait for it to catch up because I don't know if you guys are like seeing it as I'm showing it to you, but I'm just going to kind of stand here for a second, talk about it. When I see it actually show up, ah, beautiful. There we go. So that's what I'm working on right now. You'll see what happens to it when I scroll saw it. Although I actually have to plug in the scroll saw. It runs on just a light switch. So having it plugged in is like basically danger mode. It runs on a little electric motor that turns a pulley. That's what it's all mechanical, which is really exciting for me. It's from the 50s. It's a very cool saw. This is like the first day that I've really had it kicked up and done any work with it, like any real work with it. So I'm gonna kick this on. It's not that loud, but it'll probably be quite obnoxious next to the microphone. I love this tool. I love old tools, and holy shit, this one is definitely one of my faves. Uh, like I said, dude, it's a '50s Dunlap, so company that Sears sold that wasn't the Craftsman line. 55. I get confused because I have one over here that's from 55. Well, one of these is from 55, one is from 53. One I'm getting ready to restore. This one obviously is running and it works pretty damn good. I gotta say, I like this saw a lot. It feels dangerous, but in a fun way, not in a scary way. That's a very stupid statement, but you know what I mean. Actually, you probably don't. You're probably like, damn, dude, that's a pretty stupid statement. Which would be a fair evaluation, yes. Oh, I realize I got you on scroll saw camera right now. I'm gonna bring you back over here. See how things are kind of going on this side. Drill out a few more of these. A little rough. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna do like three of each wood in each size. So I got a hunk of alder here is what I'm working on the bench right now. The last stuff was the myrtle wood, which is really hard and easy to. It's hard to describe what it feels like to cut wood. I know that sounds really fucking funny, but hardwood is easy to cut. It just takes a long time to cut, but it cuts nicely. The softer woods don't. They fray when you cut them, or they tear up. They. Of course, using a saw with more teeth per inch helps solve that problem. But I mean, just in general, if you take Grandpa's old saw and you go and you saw a nice piece of hardwood and you saw, some rough cut cedar, one is going to look decent, the other is going to look like shit, you know? So, I don't know. Okay, last one. Had to clean out that hole a little bit there. Still a little nasty. Sorry, I'll get taken care of that. Alright, back to scroll saw cam. I wish I had a way to get you guys a little bit. I mean, I can bring it in like this. I wish I could get you a little bit higher so you could actually really see the work, from a decent view. I'm gonna let this catch up again, have a beer, or have a drink of my beer here, and see what kind of angle we got you guys going on here. it's going to sound obnoxious. And that's just my blade breaking there. Of course, I don't have my Allen wrench for this thing anywhere near it, because that would be a smart thing to do. Allen wrench. Here it is. Alright, definitely got to unplug this thing to do any type of maintenance on it. Once again, only uses a light switch to turn on, so quite easy to bump. You know, it's fucked to high heaven as far as being bent up, but it actually didn't break that blade, so that's awesome. I'm still going to put a new one in it, because I think even with an excess of tension, there's still going to be blade distortion. And you don't, I mean, if the blade is distorting when it's moving, it's really likely to break, basically. Here we are, and I can't. And now here I am floundering about once again, not being able to find the dang blades for this thing that I literally just purchased today. I have not, despite having this thing in my shop, I just haven't had time to get it started up and running because I just haven't been able to go and get blades. But oh, here we go. Here we go. Money. Boom. Using these little tiny thin guys so I can turn tight corners. Although the reason why my blade broke is because I was trying to turn a little bit too tight of a corner, to be honest with you. Get in here. Here, actually, let me tilt you guys a little bit. We can work together on this. Let's see, now this is the only thing that I don't like about this saw, is that for some genius reason, they put the pulley on the side with the grub screw that you put the blade into. So I got to work around the pulley here, and I know it seems like it'd just be easier to tilt the table, but the original mechanism for tilting the table is gone, and it's replaced with just a regular bolt, screw, and washer, and it locks. So you got to use 2 wrenches to deal with it, and it's just a super pain in my butt. So I try not to deal with it as much as possible. Okay, so we got the grub screw all taken care of. I'm going to try and feed this down. You want it to just go kind of halfway between the end and where the teeth start. Check from the top. I don't even want to tell you guys how many times I thought I had the freaking blade in, and it actually wasn't in the damn hole at all. Like, quite infuriating, actually. Like, why would you do this to people? But I guess it's worth it for the saw, because the saw itself, I like I said, I love this tool. It's like my new favorite tool in my shop, and I just got a new table saw, so that says something, you know. I keep dropping stuff. That's not good. There we go. Haha. And now the way that you put tension on the blade, so it's not flopping all over the place, is you actually pull this mechanism down from the top. So we'll do that. My hands are just covered in grease and sawdust now, which is a nice feeling, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, I think we're all good to go. I gotta go plug this back in. Like I said, this is not something that we leave plugged in when we're maintaining it, because like it just a light switch. Just a light switch to turn it on. So bumping it is very easy. Alright, obnoxious noises again. Oh, I didn't plug it in. I just took a drink of my beer, and I didn't plug in the damn band or the damn scroll saw. Alright, let me angle this a little closer, a little bit more at the saw. That way you guys don't have to look at me while I work. You can look at the work. I wish I could get you up a little bit higher. I'm actually looking around right now, and you know what? I have my big toolbox here. I think it will do the job just fine. Click you down one here so you can see from the top a little bit. Let's see. I gotta, once again, waiting to see what the image looks like here. Yeah, here we go. Tilt down a little bit. Yeah, okay. Brilliant. This will work just fine. Alright. Okay, so I turned it on and I'm seeing blade distortion. Like I can looking down the blade and I can see it. So I gotta take just a second. I know I said that you shouldn't maintenance it while it's plugged in, but I just real quickie. If I had to go underneath, I would not be doing this, okay? I promise. So far, I have quite a number of my digits still intact. And I do enjoy that. So I will not be trying to remove any of my fingers tonight. But you might get lucky. It's like watching NASCAR. Okay, here we go. Ah, oh, son of a bitch. Alright, well, now I do gotta unplug it, because I gotta work from the bottom here real quick. I'm seeing the blade distortion again, so of course, you want to get stuff done and your tools are all like, no. Don't do stuff. Try again. Oh, I did that with it plugged in like an idiot. Or maybe I didn't. Oh boy. What's going on here? Oh, no, I didn't. It's actually my shop vac that's plugged in. Still got the blade distortion. Trying to work through it right now. Trying not to break blades, but I'm not liking this much at all, honestly. Just gonna run the pulley by hand real quick. Just kind of get a look at what might be causing it. Okay, looks alright. Go for it again. I had a bad cut on that last one. Just once again the blade distortion. It was not good. Gonna have to goof around a little bit, dial this back in. This last one's a doozy. I will show you guys that silly situation right there. But yeah, so there's 12 rings that have all been cut into blanks. So now it's just time to grind for a while. So I'm gonna set up grinder cam and I'm gonna grind. And that's the next phase, the next steparino, steparuski. I'm just saying stupid fucking words. That's basically all that's going on there. So you know, the grinder's ridiculously loud. I'm gonna turn down the microphone. Uh, I gotta throw on some mask and some ear protection and stuff. So give me a few here. I gotta put on gloves as well. I'm going to get my handy dandy earplugs. the super cheapo earplugs. I don't know why, but they're the only ones that fit in my ear comfortably. I tried to do the like fancy ones that like go up into your like into the side of your ear and like they have a little plug you can pull out and stuff, but they like legitimately just would not fucking fit my ear, which was obnoxious to say the least. So I'm trying to figure out. We're doing so wonderful on camera angles today. Let's see if we can find a good one for the grinder here. It'll be a little too low still. Try that right there. See what we get. All right, I'm still putting on PPE. Give me just a few seconds here. I'm actually thinking I got to trade you guys sides. You got to be on my right hand side. I got to work though. I'm gonna bring you guys around here. Yeah, there we go. Maybe something like more like that, huh? Yeah, that's not bad. All right, let me turn down the microphone. Let me get my mask on, and we'll start grinding. All right. Oh, that's still probably pretty much high. Okay. You'll like just barely be able to hear grinder noises. I'm gonna kick on the vacuum cleaner, kick on the grinder. Oh, I need to cover the top of my beer. Is the very first thing I need to do. No one wants sawdust in their beer. Not even me. I know how surprising that is. probably hear me again now. I would think. Oh, all right. Well, I'm just taking a little break, having a little sip of my beer here. I guess we're gonna call it for the night. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.